Hello, Year 4. Welcome to your English lesson for Tuesday. Yesterday, you managed to create some actions for our non-chronological text. I hope you enjoyed that activity and you feel like you understand and know the text a little bit better now. I wonder, can you remember all of the main points? If you've got somebody near you that you can try and retell the text to with your main points and your actions, then just pause the video and have a go. I hope that went well. You'll see that I'm still pretending I'm on holiday today. Right, our writing target. We are learning to use paragraphs to organise ideas around a theme this term, and we've already made a really good start on that target. First thing I'd like you to do, as always, please, is write the long date and the WALT in your neatest joined up handwriting and then underline it with a ruler. Pause the video, please. Okay, today we are going to be creating a story map for our non-chronological text. What is a story map? I put a picture there to help you. Have a think. You've done lots and lots over your time at school. A story map is a single page with very simple pictures on that help us to remember the structure of a text. Why are they useful? Well, they actually help us, like I just said, to remember the structure of a text. And if we learn the structure and the content of a model text, a really good text, it helps us to be able to write one of a similar quality ourselves. Now, the actions that you created for your retelling last lesson will actually help you decide what pictures you need to draw today. So if you remember, I said only create actions for the key points. The key points are the pictures you need to draw today. So just have a think about which actions they were and what pictures you might draw. Okay, do you think the order is important? It's a non-chronological text. Is our order important? What do you reckon? Have a look. Pause the video and have a think. Non-chronological means when something is not written in time order. So is the order important today? For the most part, no. However, there is one paragraph here which I think we probably do want to have at the beginning. Which paragraph would that be? Can you spot it? I think it's this one. This is the introduction, really, isn't it? The Romans were powerful and determined people. During the Roman reign, they achieved many things, including invading countries, including Britain, building towns, growing their empire, and creating impressive armies. I think that needs to come first, but then it doesn't really matter which way round the other paragraphs go because it's non-chronological. It's not written in time order. As long as the introduction goes at the beginning and the conclusion, if there is one, goes at the end, then we're okay. Right, how do we start a story map? Which part of the text do we start with? We start with the thing that happens first, don't we? We start at the beginning. So you're going to have to think, what happened first? Draw that picture. Then what happened? Draw that picture. And then you carry on like that. If you want to go deeper today, you are going to add in some really useful vocabulary using your editing pen. For example, look at this story map here. We've got one night, storm, whale, quickly, one day. So you will do the same with hours and you will add in useful vocabulary with your editing pen. Perhaps you might like to add things like Romulus and Remus or, let me see, 25 years or what else could we do? We could add in the word eventually on paragraph 5. So think about which words you might like to add to your story map today, which words are going to be useful, either technical vocabulary or things like sentence starters. Okay, let's have a go together then. To start off with, I'm just going to put my title in. I'm not going to draw that. I'm just going to put the title, The Romans. Let me get my pen ready. Right, the next paragraph, we're going to do our story map in paragraph format because we're learning about paragraphs this term. This paragraph here is this one on the right where it says the Romans were powerful and determined people. During the Roman reign, they achieved many things, including invading countries, including Britain, building towns, growing their empire, and creating impressive armies. So I need to draw my pictures in this box for that paragraph. Powerful and determined. How can I show powerful and determined? You know what I'd really like to draw? Like a strong arm. Whether I'll be able to do that easily, I don't know. Look, that's the muscle. And then I'm going to do the hand. It's not the best picture ever, but that's supposed to be a muscly arm to show powerful and determined. Invading countries is the next thing I want to do. So I've done that bit. My next key bit, I think, is invading countries. I'm going to draw a sword to help me remember that. So there we are. That's my sword. Okay, the next thing, building towns. I'm going to draw a house. Not really necessarily what a Roman house would look like, but it's enough to jog my memory because I'm not spending ages on my drawings today. Growing their empire and creating impressive armies. I think armies is the last thing I need to draw. I've not left enough space. I'm just going to draw a group of men together like this. Your pictures will be way better than mine because you all know from when you've tried at school how difficult it is to draw on the notebook software. Okay, that's my army. Okay, which vocabulary would I like? I like powerful and determined, so I'm going to add that in. Powerful and determined. Let's make that really small. Powerful and determined. Anything else I would like? Or I might actually use the word impressive. Impressive armies. A nice word, isn't it? Okay, I've done my first paragraph. So the Romans were powerful and determined people. During the Roman reign, they achieved many things, including invading countries, that's my sword, including Britain, building towns, growing their empire, and creating impressive armies. So that's paragraph 1 done. I'm going to make a start on paragraph 2 now. Paragraph 2 is the invasion of Britain. I'd like to remember that I've got a subheading, so I'm actually just going to write my subheading. The invasion of Britain. I'm going to underline that because subheadings are always underlined. Okay, Rome was founded in the 8th century BC. I'm going to write 8th. And then I'm going to write century, so C, B, C. Actually, I'm going to rub that bit out and I'm going to put a big C around the 8th. There we are, that's the 8th century BC. That's better. Okay, Rome was founded in the 8th century BC and was named after the famous twins, Romulus and Remus. I'm actually going to draw 2 people. 1, 2. And I'm going to write Romulus and Remus underneath. Romulus. Remus. But the Romans then invaded Britain in 43 AD. Let me move Romulus and Remus up a little bit. And I'm going to get my pen back. I'm going to put 43 AD. Invaded Britain. What shall I draw for that? I'm going to draw a sword again. Okay. So that's my invaded Britain picture. Immediately after they arrived in England, they started working building roads and forts. I'm running out of space. I'm going to draw my road. Not going to look like a Roman road. It's just going to jog my memory. Roads and forts. Forts are like castles. So let's draw myself a castle. I'm running out of space in my box, look. So they could transport soldiers around the city. Ooh, but immediately after, I'm going to take that sentence starter immediately after, and I'm going to put that into my work, because I like that. Immediately after. Put it over there so I can read it. Immediately after. I'm going to put a comma at the end because it's a sentence starter, a fronted adverbial. It's important that I do think about my punctuation. So immediately after, comma. There we are. I'm going to stop there, but hopefully you can see what you need to do today based on my pictures that I've done there. And like I said, yours will be much better than mine. So you need to use the same format, and you're going to do your story map in paragraph boxes just to help you remember the different paragraphs of the text. So you should already have your date and your WALT. Your steps to success today, year 4, are clear paragraphing. Make sure you've got your work in paragraph boxes. You can either print out the model that we've given you, or you can just draw that into your books. You need to choose the key events. So you're not drawing everything, you're just drawing the key events, and you need to choose some key vocabulary. So it might be technical words, it might be sentence starters. Okay, so clear paragraphing, key events, and key vocabulary. If you do those 3 things today, then you will have achieved your objective. Once you have finished, I want you to check your work against these questions. Can you retell the text using your map? Do you need to add in any extra pictures? Have you forgotten any major details? So just use your story map to retell our text and make sure it works. Right, well done today, year 4. I hope you enjoy drawing those pictures, and I will see you tomorrow with our grammar lesson. Bye.